What's going on, guys? Squeebs and Crew back with a brand new episode. NFL Week 2 is in the books. How you feeling after that loss?
You know what?
It's funny. We haven't talked about it really because I actually was gonna text you and then I didn't want to.
No, you could have. I was actually good spirited.
Honestly, I feel like y'all should have won the game.
No, you're right. You're right.
No, I thought I was watching it, like not watching it, but I was like kind of like keeping up with it. It seemed like y'all like had control of the ball the whole time.
So I'll start with my takeaway, then I'll go to the game real quick. My takeaway was Nick Sirianni still not used to head coaching decisions. That he needs to learn from that one quick because of the following coming week. You know it's coming, but like that was Nick Sirianni, 100%'s fault. He took the blame. Jalen Hurts took the blame, but Nick Sirianni, that was his fourth and goal play was not the fourth and goal play. The Philly special did not need to come back, and then did not. And literally should have kept the ball in Jalen Hurts' hands, RPO something, just have it in his hands, or Miles Sanders on the 2-yard line. I don't know. Many other decisions could have been made. That was just the fault because if we score that touchdown or kick said field goals, when kick said field goals, it's the
and you had the blocked field goal.
That's also unfortunate. That's unfortunate, but. I think give credit to where credit's due. San Francisco, a good team finds ways to win tough games, and they found the way. So
here's what I got out of the game.
I'm not mad.
I got two things out of the game. The first thing I got out of the game was that Jalen Hurts is the Eagles starter probably for years to come. I think he's solid. I think he makes good decisions, and I think their offense works well. I think they moved the ball well. They just didn't. They didn't score in the red zone, and they made stupid decisions on play calling. I think.
Yep.
And the second thing is, I think San Fran's one of the fake good teams in the NFL.
Fake good?
Yeah. I don't. Okay. In a way of like everyone thinks San Fran is a really really good team, but I mean, week 1 they came out, they scored 40 points, then they almost lost to the Lions.
Right.
Then week 2 they come out, which I think Philly's an average team. I think they're okay. They should have lost that game.
Yes.
So they get the Lions and they get the Eagles, and they barely win both games, and they look awful doing it. I just think when San Fran goes to play Seattle, Arizona, Tampa Bay, I think that they're just outplayed completely. Like I don't see them beating any of those teams.
I think their play
I think they're a fake good team in the NFC, yes. I
think their play style, if Jimmy G's playing like he did the other day, he did not play great, but every time they needed a good throw, he delivered.
He's a game manager. He's nothing special.
Exactly. So if they game manage against these good teams, I can see them stealing one or two, but
maybe. I'm just saying I think they're the worst team in that division. That's what I just do.
I'm still not going to touch that, but
you don't think so? What do you think?
You know who I think.
Who do you think the worst team in that division is? You think it's Seattle?
Yeah, I think they're the fake good one. Should not have lost to Tennessee.
No, they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have lost Tennessee at all, but I feel like Tennessee got lucky. They got it to overtime. The Derrick Henry. I mean, you can't stop Derrick Henry at that point. There's nothing they could have done in that game.
They can't stop Derrick Henry, but that also leaves the question: can they stop the run? If they can't stop the run, San Francisco is going to outplay that 100%. And then now the way that Kyler Murray is playing, who are you going to stop? Because he can run, Edmonds can run, Connor can run, and let's talk about how they have every fucking receiving weapon they need ever. They have Hopkins that can catch anything and run any route, do all that. AJ Green, who's aged, but he's still 6'3", and probably better than top 25, 50 receivers when he's healthy. Agreeable?
Top what?
He's probably top 25, top 50 when he's healthy.
Okay.
Receiver.
Okay, top 50. Yeah.
I'm saying between the range 25, 50. Between the range of 25, 50.
Okay.
Not like he's top 20, like between that range. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You got Christian Kirk, who's big play capable. And now this guy named Rondell Moore, who people don't forget.
I think he's really good.
At Purdue, he was legit the offense, just running circles around. They're like, he's better than Christian Kirk. I'm like, yes.
So going back to what we said a couple of weeks ago before the season started, do you now believe, after watching the first 2 weeks in the season, do you believe me that they could all make the playoffs?
Yeah. Oh, they all can.
Like
They all can because
they should all be 2-0.
Yes.
Like Seattle.
I will agree that I think they all can. I think Seattle's doing better than the teams I want to slip in, but that's also because Chicago is not looking. I think there's only going to be one from there.
But then you go to Arizona, you say they should be 1-1 because you look at the Vikings, you can't miss that field goal.
Right. I mean,
so they got lucky. They did.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
And Minnesota's always going to be that team that's going to be in every game. I mean, they're not a great team, but their offense moves, and they're going to be in every game. So you look at them, and they could be a wild card team too because they look.
The NFC West. The NFC West will have. Because
you look at Minnesota, they should be 2-0 as well.
Yeah, dude, they have 2 heartbreakers.
They won. Didn't they win?
The Vikings won.
Didn't they beat?
Cincinnati won.
Oh, they lost to Cincy. They're 0-2. Oh, yeah, they should be 2-0. I forgot the Minnesota lost that game. Wow, that sucks.
I think depending on our division, if we can get 2 playoff contenders, and depending on the NFC North, if they can get 2. But if our division and NFC North don't get 2, chalk it.
I mean, you talk about the NFC East. I mean, Thursday night. What do you think? Oh, dude, what a game that was.
I mean, a great game. Danny Dimes' best game gets ruined. Hey.
I mean, I would come on and say, yeah, we got lucky, but like, I think
you did what you got to do.
I think we played a better game. I mean,
you did what you had to do.
You could look at Washington. Washington could be 2-0 too. I mean, Gibson's on fumble against the Chargers. They're 2-0 as well. So like, the first 2 weeks, I feel like we really haven't gotten the best of a lot of different teams.
Nope.
I feel like it's been weird. Like every game has been weird.
Like the Falcons played Tampa Bay close until the fourth quarter.
They threw 2 pick sixes. That's what I'm saying. Like you look at Tampa. I mean, they could have lost to the Cowboys, and they also could have lost to the Falcons. The Falcons throw that pick 6 when they're down by 3, and then turns into a 20-point game within 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah. Rams won a close one against the Colts.
Carson Wentz played well with 2 sprained ankles. How do you sprain 2 ankles? How do you what are you playing football? Like, what are you doing?
I mean, what do you mean he played well? He had a touchdown and a pick. What do you mean he played well? That's how he should play. Like you're like hyping him up that he like played this excellent game.
I mean, literally, he had a chance to win while he was in there. Yeah. It was 24-24 when he was in there, and then they drive down and kick a field goal.
I don't know. I think Michael Pittman made him look good. I mean, Pittman had some great catches in that one drive. I mean, he had 160 receiving yards.
Okay.
I just think this Colts thing is not going to work out well for you, bro.
No, probably not. But
they're going to be a bottom tier team completely at this point.
But they're 0-2 from the start. That sucks.
Right. That sucks.
But depends on quarterback play. I think we say quarterback play is really important to the NFL right now.
And then you go look at Miami, and I mean,
trash cans.
Their season could be over now too.
Yep. Nah.
If Tua's, I mean, who they got?
Jacoby Brissett's a solid backup.
He's okay.
I mean, he's better than most.
I mean, they got destroyed 35-0 against the Bills.
Hey, I will say this is my bold prediction. We're 1 week away from getting Cam Newton on a football team.
Yeah, it's close. Either that, or do we got to talk about the Texans and Watson could be on the move, or are they going to play Watson? I think they're starting David Mills Thursday night, though.
Yeah, well, Watson won't play for Houston, even in the worst case scenario. Like, remember that last year the Broncos had to play a receiver?
Yeah,
that's going to be the Texans because that motherfucker's not setting up for that.
So David Mills' era begins much sooner than expected. David Mills will start Thursday night against Carolina. They picked him 3rd round, the 2021 NFL draft, from Stanford, David Mills. So we're going to see what he's got. I don't know who that is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Fuck him.
David Mills.
We know how we feel about it. All right.
I mean,
Carolina. Let's talk about him.
Honestly, I would sit there and say, yeah, they could be a fake good team, but I think they're really, really good. Because here's the thing, Carolina, I mean, you look at the Saints. I think the Saints are decent. Could look at them and say they're fake good, but they played really well week 1. Week 2, they just couldn't move the ball. They didn't give the ball to Kamara. The play calling was weird. But
also, they had no assistant coaches. I didn't know that was that important, but they had no assistant coaches.
I know. Here's the thing about Carolina. I might say they're really, really good. I don't mean that they're really, really good. I just think that they're an average. They're better than what they were supposed to be. They're average,
right?
Because Darnold is actually a good quarterback.
Adam Gase,
like he's actually good. And like I know they played the Jets and they beat the Saints by a shit ton because the Saints came up short. But like they're coming into Houston Thursday. They could be 3-0. And at that point, you guys sit there and say, "Shit!" Like they could make the playoffs too.
I think they're the second best team in the division. Atlanta can't buy a win, and then if the Saints don't get consistency, I'm not trusting them.
Yeah, and then you got Minnesota, who's played decent but can't find wins.
Yeah, they play everyone well. There'll be a team that's going to be in every game.
They just can't find a win.
Talk about your boys, Chicago, Justin Fields time.
So that's the thing, though. Like you say, it's Justin Fields time, but now they're saying if Dalton's healthy, Dalton's going to start. Like
yes.
What? Like why? Like are we gonna this is going to be an every single week thing until it happens,
right? But they did win the game.
They won the game because Cincinnati can't move the ball.
Right.
So like they play. I mean, I can't handle it anymore. Like we can't talk. We're gonna talk about this every single week. Justin Fields. He's a chess piece, but he plays. And then you're gonna cut. Dalton gets hurt. Fields comes in. He makes a couple of good throws, and then the next quarter, when the possession comes back to the Chicago, Dalton can kind of walk a little bit. He looks fine. They're gonna put him back in.
Hey, all I will say is Trey Lance didn't touch a down in the Eagles game.
No, he didn't. But here's the thing. It's like, I was talking with someone last night. It's like, I think that they made a promise to Dalton that they can't go back on. Like
I agree.
They signed and they signed him or they traded for him. I can't remember.
It's just 1 year, $10 million.
So they got him. When they got him back in before the draft, they shook his hand and said, "You're going to be our starter. We need you to start for this team."
Right.
Then they got to draft night and they said, "Holy shit, Justin Fields going to fall to us. We got to trade up for him." And then they come into the offseason and they're saying, "Fuck, well, we made a promise to Dalton. We traded up and got this shiny new chess piece. We're in a fucking predicament now." And now it's like, we got to play Dalton until we can't play him anymore. And then we can finally play Fields. And it's like, that's fucking dumb. Like, that's so stupid. Like, you made a promise to Dalton that was before you got Fields. You got to be a man and go to Dalton and say, "You know what? We got to play the better guy. Justin Fields is a little better than you. He's more electric. He's going to win us more football games."
Yeah, no, I've seen this written in the stars before, and I know how this is going to end. And it's going to be a dumpster fire. Chicago's probably they're going to miss the playoffs, or, that's how it's going to have to be. Sucks for him.
They're 100% going to miss the playoffs. They're not making the playoffs.
I mean, they're going to keep losing games if they don't. Well, I don't know. They have a good defense. They need consistent. Everybody needs consistency. There's too many 1-on-1 teams right now, and then you never know which 0-2 team's going to come back. Like I need week 4. I need week 4 to start.
No, we need week 7, 8.
Nah,
then we can finally say
we're going to start being able to know around week 4, week 5.
No, by week 6, 7, 8, you could say, "Shit, these teams are good." Like, I could sit here and say the Saints are okay, but they destroy week 1, they come out week 2 and shut the bed. I mean, say Green Bay. Green Bay goes out week 1, shits the bed, comes back in, and they look fucking awesome, and Aaron Rodgers didn't have to do much.
I mean, technically, if we want to be honest, the Raiders are better than the fucking Chiefs if you go by rankings right now. And by 1-1 versus 2-0.
I mean, that's the thing. You don't know.
I love that. I love that factor right now. Also, the Raiders beating the 2 AFC North top guys. No one's talking about that. Is it Derek Carr's year? What if he goes on for like an MVP year?
I don't think so.
Wasn't he in the running one year and like missed out?
Yeah, he was an MVP running. Yeah, he was an MVP quarterback. That was back. That was before Gruden was there, though. I don't know.
It's so soon. Like, there's some teams you can be like, all right, they're going to be ass. Jaguars, we knew it. Ass.
If you had to go, let's do this. Top 5 power rankings right now. Who would your top 5 be?
I'm gonna start with the Bucks.
They're your number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still gonna put the Chiefs at 2, even though they lost.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow up with the Rams because they are 2-0.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down to, in my opinion, I am going to say this is tough. I think I'm gonna put Bills 4.
Okay.
And then I want to have Ravens. I can't put Ravens 5 because they lost to the Raiders, you know? And like
You got Tampa, Chiefs, Rams, Bills, and Ravens.
I want to either put Ravens or Cardinals. I mean, I guess I could put Cardinals there as warranted, but Ravens, it's like the Ravens are sneaking there and Steelers sneaking there, but I don't want to put them too high because they also lost to the Raiders. I don't want to put Raiders all the way up there because, like, I mean, I guess I'll put Raiders 5 because they beat those 2 teams. I feel like that's good. That's warranted, right? It's early.
Yeah.
I'll put Raiders 5 because they beat those 2 teams.
All right. For me, I go Tampa 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go the Rams 2.
Drop the Chiefs a little bit because they lost.
Chiefs at 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Bills 4. 5 is tough because 5 I could sit there and say it's the Ravens, or I could sit there and say it's Arizona.
I'd put Raiders above Arizona because of the quality of the wins. Like Vikings aren't.
All right,
as
good I'm gonna go Tampa, Rams, Chiefs, Bills, Ravens.
I think Ravens are 6. Cardinals ain't up there yet for me because the Cardinals played. Who they play week 1? Tennessee. They played Tennessee, so yeah, that's warranted there. But then it drops off when they almost lose to the Vikings, who lost to the Cincinnati Bengals.
Right.
And then
a lot of people are gonna say San Fran's out there, but the quality with wins. They're
not. They're top 15. Top 15.
Yeah. Oh,
but they're not.
Might be top 10. They might be top 10.
They might be at 10. Just at 10. Because Seattle's above them because they beat Tennessee. Well, they beat
Seattle's above them. I think Cleveland's there too.
I just don't think. I think 5 and 6 can be interchangeable if the way you're looking at it. 5, 6, and 7. Ravens, Cardinals, and Raiders. I'm putting Raiders up there because they have 2 great wins. Like we're talking about Ravens and Steelers supposed to be in the contention of.
If you had to say your biggest surprise through the first 2 weeks of the season, what would it be?
Broncos.
Denver?
I mean, they didn't play great teams, but like they're starting out. They're sneakily in first place if you don't count the Raiders.
Yeah.
If Broncos played Ravens and Steelers, we'd be hyping them up so much more. But they played they played Houston and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah. Houston. Did they play Houston?
Another surprise I have so far is the way that Dak Prescott's looking already.
Yeah.
If they have a year.
Well, he honestly doesn't. He's not running a lot. He doesn't look that good. He's throwing the ball good. No, but he's not moving that well.
He can't run that. Like I think people underestimate broken ankles.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say the biggest surprise is Carolina.
Nah.
Like how Sam Darnold's working out. I think the defense is playing way better than I thought it would.
Because they got everybody back almost, I feel like.
Yeah. And here's the thing with Carolina. This is why I'm saying that I'm hyping them up a little bit. Is they're 2-0. They've won 2 good games, but McCaffrey hasn't done anything.
Really hasn't. Where's he been? Is he hurt still?
Well, they're throwing a lot, dude. And I think he's still a little hurt, but they're throwing a lot more. And Darnold's taking over, and they're not even to their full potential yet. They're gonna be good. Dude.
Darnold threw 305 yards.
Yeah, and he threw 40 times. So McCaffrey's not doing much, and that's their best player, and they're 2-0. And they beat a good team last week. They destroyed a good team last week. And yeah, I get the assistant coaches, all that shit, but the Saints are still a good team.
It's supposed to be. I mean, they're 1 year removed from playoffs.
They still have an elite defense. They still have Alvin Kamara. They should have won that game.
I think another surprise we can get at is, can we talk about Houston winning the game already when they were projected to be the worst team in the league? I mean, we were saying it's going to be
okay. Well,
Jacksonville or Houston.
here's the thing with Houston. This is the thing I'll say with Houston is Tyrod Taylor, Mark Ingram. They all got something to prove.
Right.
Like these are guys that came in like, fuck, we got to play well because we got to earn jobs. Like this is a team where it's like they're not even playing their best player, Deshaun Watson, but like I get why they're not. And it's like they have Tyrod Taylor, Mark Ingram, Brandon Cooks, all guys that are trying to earn the spot somewhere. And now it's like there's no Tyrod Taylor. Now they're gonna be shit, unless David Mills is some ridiculous quarterback that we've never heard of.
Who's the first 2 weeks? Who's your like disappointment?
Disappointment. I mean, if we were doing this before last night, it'd be Green Bay, but I think Green Bay is going to get their shit together. I would probably say disappointment
because there's a lot of teams that shouldn't be 1-1 that are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, Steelers.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's there. There's someone I'm thinking of. I don't know who it is. Yeah, but Steelers, like I get what you're saying with the Steelers. Disappointment.
I'm gonna say Steelers are my first disappointment, and then I'm going straight at the Patriots.
I didn't expect much of them though.
Honestly, I don't expect them to do much, but people hype them up too much for me. You know,
honestly, disappointment. Be honest with you, it's Washington and their defense. After 2 weeks, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the Giants. We could be 0-2 right now. And the defense hasn't done anything. We've given up 29 points to the Giants. We've gotten Chase Young's through 2 weeks, no sacks. I thought he'd be a sack leader this year. So yeah, disappointment of
hey. Chandler Jones had 5 in one game. Did he have any?
I know, I'm just saying go with disappointments. It's Washington right now. I mean, yeah, they're probably the most complete team in the division, but like they don't look the best.
Who looks the best in our division?
I think Dallas does. I think Dallas looks the best. I think that they could have beat Tampa week 1, and they come in yesterday.
Dude, if they beat Tampa and Chargers week 1, we are frustrated.
You look at week 1. I think Dallas moved the ball so well. Their offense looks legit. I think Tony Pollard's helping out on offense with Zeke not performing that well. I mean, they both got in the end zone. They got a 2 running back committee now, and it's like you look at they play the Chargers. They looked fucking good, dude. I mean, yeah, they barely won, but the Chargers are a good team. So yeah, I'd say not the best team in the division. I think Washington's still a more complete team with defense and everything, but I think Dallas looks the best right now through the first 2 weeks. And it's just the way it is.
When we do the next week predictions, I'll really talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I just think
they are looking great.
Their offense looks really good, and I think that
their offense is the best one.
I think they're starting to figure out how to play with Zeke because he's not going to run the ball 20 times a game. He's just not.
What happened? I think he lost a step.
I think he got slower, and that's why when they run the ball at the middle, they do the dives and shit. He's not getting to the holes as quick. So I think
I've been seeing a lot of
using him in the red zone and on third down plays. I think works, but using him with the whole game isn't going to work. He's going to get tired.
I see Pollard starting to like get a lot of buzz about being the running back 1 over there.
Right. And I talked to a Dallas fan last night and they like Pollard more. They think that he's the guy.
Then why would they literally paid Zeke?
Right. And that's why you don't pay running backs. So
I mean,
we'll see what happens. I mean, I got Zeke in my fantasy team, so he better fucking wait the fuck up.
I mean, I also think Zeke's still better than a lot of people. I don't know. I think
though, last night, me and you proved that comebacks are for real.
Aaron Jones, baby. Aaron Jones.
Robert Tonyan, baby. Dude, I was down 30.
I was down 30. I saw the thing. It was like 140 to 110. I'm like, you know what?
You were down like 30, 38 or something like that. I was down like 36, and he had like, I think he had one play left. I had Rodgers and Tonyan. When I got the Tonyan touchdown, I was like, this is possible. I did not want to go.
I literally was watching the game like, all right, I know Aaron Jones is going to he's going to play well, but Aaron Rodgers gonna sling this thing. I don't have a chance.
He-
So y'all are like texting about Aaron Jones touchdown. Aaron Jones a touchdown. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me go check fancy real quick. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm down 15.
I did not
Aaron
want to
Jones
go
a
0-2.
touchdown. The third touchdown, I'm like, all he needs is carries. Run the ball. When it started raining, Seth,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, chalk it. Get this
But
dub.
you talk about Green Bay last night. It's like I already said this, but
We
he didn't
expected
have to-
that,
He didn't
right?
have to do anything. Like they could have won that game by 50.
Really. If they would have kept pushing it on the gas, it would have been a nightmare.
Like I feel more comfortable after watching last night the way the defense kind of held up a little bit. I feel comfortable with that with my Super Bowl pick still. Right now.
My Super Bowl pick was the Rams, right?
It was Rams Chiefs. I had Chiefs Packers.
I'm so comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still think Green Bay is one of the best teams in the
I mean,
NFC.
the Chiefs proved they could be beaten,
Yes,
which is fine. We saw that in the Super Bowl last year.
but we also said it's because when you get
They
with
didn't
the
give
Ravens,
the ball back to Pat Mahomes.
right? When you go with the Ravens, it's like the Ravens are good because Lamar Jackson is that unstoppable. Like they don't have a dominant team or anything like that. But they have good players, but they have an unstoppable quarterback. At sometimes you have to just watch and be like, "Oh fuck!"
Literally, he threw a pass without his feet on the ground, 30 yards down the field. I don't think that's not getting talked about. He threw a pass. A pass. He's a running quarterback, by the way. Remember that. He threw a pass 30 yards down the field. All right, maybe he could have been like in front of a receiver, but he wasn't on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing about the Ravens that I think is like starting to annoy me a little bit is everybody around like sports is saying like, "Oh my god, like the Ravens are doing this with no running backs. They got screwed with injuries." It's like
they have running backs.
Listen. They've got Williams, who I think is a stud. They've got Latavius Murray, Devontae Freeman. I don't think these are bums that are playing. Like I don't know what
they got guys that's running. No, they're
right.
fine.
Like Latavius Murray, he looked good. Like he got 10 carries week 1, 11 carries.
Good.
They all look good. And then if they got hurt, they got Le'Veon Bell, the practice squad, ready to go.
Like he's just getting in shape. When he comes out there, he's gonna start throwing screen passes and catching.
So like everyone's sitting here like the Ravens, they're winning games, they're playing well with no. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Hell no. They probably got running backs that are better if you think about it.
They
Other than Dobbins.
No, I'm saying that they definitely don't have the worst committee in the football. Like,
no,
not
they got a good committee. And it also helps if you run read option and your quarterback's literally the fastest person on the field, other than Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's a bunch of crap what they're talking about. It's like who the fuck does Jacksonville got? Talk about their running backs. They suck. And they also got that number 1 pick that everyone was raised. He blows. Like he stinks, dude. Like there's 2 things. This is what I'm gonna say. There's 2 things that we're gonna talk about every single week. And it's gonna be Justin Fields, how I think he's incredible and he should start. And then there's Trevor Lawrence, how I think he stinks.
Hey, a bunch of rookie quarterbacks have interceptions except Trey Lance.
Also, I'm very sorry. I don't know what I thought. I thought the Jets could play the game. I thought they could do something against Patriots. That pick screwed me. Like I don't know. I don't know what.
Hey,
I thought
how'd our records? How'd our
I don't remember. I didn't do that. Let me do it now. But I thought the Jets could do it. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't.
I feel like we fucked up last week.
I think I did okay. So so Washington we both got.
Yeah.
We both had the Steelers.
Damn it.
So we got that one wrong. I had San Fran, you had Philly.
Damn it.
I got 2, you got 1. I had the Bengals, you had the Bears though. So we both got 2.
But if you wasn't on the Justin Fields hate thing, you would have had it.
I would have had it. So so I got 2, you got 2, and then we both had Texans plus 12. That hit. They lost by 10, so that was good. We got 3 there. 3. We both had the Rams. That's 4. We both had the Bills. That's 5. You had Patriots. You got 6. I had the Jets. So you got 6 right now. And then we both had the Saints. We both had the Broncos.
So 7 and I'm 7 and 2. You're 6 and 3.
You have 7. I have 6. We both had Arizona.
8.
8 and 7. We both had the Falcons plus 12.
But we also had them losing, so we're 9.
We had the Bucks, so we got that right. 9. I have 8. I had the Charge. We both had the Chargers.
Damn it.
Against the Cowboys. You almost switched though. I remember watching. You almost switched.
No, I had Chargers.
You have 9. I have 8. I had Seattle. You had Tennessee. So you won that one. So 10-8. And then I got you to switch to the Ravens though. So give me some credit on that. I called that shit. Remember last week? I called that shit. I said exactly what was gonna happen. So we both the Ravens there. 9. You have 11. I have 9. And then Green Bay. So you went 12 for 16, and I went 10 for 16.
So I went 12 for 16 and still lost a bunch of bets. How does that make any fucking sense?
Because when you fucking bet on the Saints so much, and
that's very true. So you're telling me the Saints? Saints are off the list. Saints got blacklisted. Mark Andrews, Saints blacklisted. Yes, sir.
But yeah, dude, I was on the Ravens before that week even started, and I won money in that bet. That was huge. But I mean,
I did text you about Raiders over the week.
Yeah, but I just couldn't pull a trigger. I just thought that the Steelers were a better team.
I should have pulled the trigger. I should have pulled the trigger hard. And then, can we talk about that one dude? Is probably like.
I did go Raiders plus 6 because I had Steelers W and I had Raiders plus 6 on the sheet.
Hey, so they covered it. They covered you.
Yeah, I didn't bet it. I don't think I bet it though.
Can we talk about how that one guy almost had $700,000 last night?
So that I was wondering the whole day because we were talking about. I was talking about someone else too. So it was a free bet, so he couldn't cash out. That's what was going on. Because he would have cashed out. Like all the tweets I saw about it was like, "Oh, he still has the Lions, this and that." So he couldn't cash out because it was a free bet that he placed. Like it was a bonus bet.
Why do you think he picked the Lions? Probably more money.
I don't know. I guess he thought the Packers were fake good. I mean, I get it.
I mean, if we think about it, Goff doesn't turn that ball over and they drive down and score.
I wouldn't say that. Relax.
I'm just trying to make a little jokey joke.
All right, well, that was week 2. I mean, we went over every game. I don't know. I mean, definitely the first 2 weeks haven't gone the way I thought it would. And then you had Florida against Bama that we watched together.
Yeah.
Hey, the plus 14 hit though. Like I told everyone, plus 14. It's gonna be a close game. They always play close. Bama and Florida. They always play close.
I took a nap. I woke up. It was a close game.
And then UVA took shit.
Dude, there was 1,000 yards in that game. Like 1,300 yards.
It was high scoring. The over would have hit if I could have hit that. So it is what it is.
Hey, but there's no defense though. Well,
yeah.
59?
There's no defense in college football at all, dude.
Yeah, well, because it's college football.
Never defense college football.
It's college football. Like, no disrespect to college football. Great sport. Love the game. But, like, come on now. Step your game up. Understand protections. Understand coverages. Not hard. Simple mindset. Simplicity. Simplicity gives you the chance. That's why Florida was in the game, because they simplified everything against the top team.
Yeah. I mean, and they didn't move. When we talked about them moving up, they stayed at 11, which is the right move.
I mean, at least they didn't drop.
No, they didn't drop. They didn't move up, so they still got a chance. Got to win. Got to win
out. Iowa's almost top 5.
Yeah. So I went over because I was really hoping that they get a chance this year. So Florida's chance to get in would be to win out and beat Bama in the SEC championship game. That's the only chance they have.
Yeah, sounds like every other team in the SEC that has to play. What's the name? Alabama.
I don't think anybody else has a chance but Bama or Florida.
Texas A&M is actually solid, and then Georgia will probably shit the bed, but they have a chance.
Georgia always shits the bed though, so I don't trust them ever.
As I said, they have a chance.
Yeah, we'll see.
Where is my top 25? I don't know why this is not doing it.
And then Penn State moved up too,
as they should.
Right. So you got
Oregon's number 3.
Yeah, Oregon's 3. I mean, why shouldn't they, bro?
They did beat Ohio State.
They beat Ohio State, and they've crushed Fresno and Stony Brook. They should be 3. I
And
still
then
think
Fresno
Oklahoma,
State's like legit.
I still think Oklahoma. I mean, they got tough game against Nebraska, but Penn State though.
You're also on the Oklahoma train of they're the best team in the country.
I think Penn State and Oklahoma are so underrated.
Penn State is not Oklahoma.
I think Oklahoma's better than Georgia and Oregon.
No.
I think so. I think like how is Ohio State 10? Like, I think Florida and Notre Dame should be over them.
They should. Notre Dame's gonna just depend on if they can keep winning out.
And I think Kansas State should be better than 25.
Well, that's Kansas State. They don't trust them. I think Kansas State, if they keep winning, they'll move up, but then eventually they'll have to run into Oklahoma and or
So we got Notre Dame, Wisconsin this weekend.
Iowa State.
Notre Dame, Wisconsin, and Texas A&M, Arkansas.
Huge games. Holy shit, those are huge games. Because Arkansas is undefeated as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a boldy. Notre Dame beats Wisconsin.
I agree.
And I think Arkansas beats Texas A&M.
Oh, I can't go in with you on that yet. I will have to do more research about both teams.
I think Arkansas is really, really good. I think their defense is really good. I think they can help hold them points. I mean, when I watched Arkansas against Texas, like that was a great game when they beat Texas. They scored 40 points on them too.
I think I'm going to ride with you.
Texas A&M hasn't. I mean, Texas A&M hasn't beaten it when they fucking beat Colorado 10-7, which they should have lost that game. So, yeah, I think Arkansas is a better team than Texas A&M. Texas A&M at 7, ranked 7 when they just beat Colorado, who Colorado fucked me and lost to fucking Minnesota by fucking 30. Like, bro, no, Texas A&M should not be 7, and they're gonna lose Arkansas. So, and they're fucking Arkansas is plus 6.5. I'm taking that 100%. I'm taking Arkansas money line.
I'm not riding with you yet because of the Texas A&M coach.
Dude, but nah, Arkansas's gonna win that game.
I'm not saying not yet. Let me go. Let me do some research. Let me study up. Let me understand the matchup. Read some things. Read the offense, defense. No, go through. Let me do my own research. And I'm leaning towards Arkansas. Not gonna lie, but like, let me understand why not Texas A&M before I agree.
We talk about fake good NFL teams. I'd say Texas A&M is the fake good college football team at number 7. They're going to lose to Arkansas.
Any fucking college football team can be fake good because Alabama can go to the playoffs and then lose one game. We're like, well, what the fuck happened? Why didn't they run the tape?
Yeah, you know? But having Texas A&M number 7 is just, it's not.
I mean, if we want to talk about fake good teams, we're going to talk about the teams in Virginia.
Yeah, but we already knew that, so it doesn't matter.
Right. And then also another fake good team is Ohio State, Clemson. I mean, like, college football can have anybody can be fake good 1 week and then look like they're the damn best team in the world.
Yeah. All right. That's going to do it. NFL week 2 recap. We'll do NFL week 3.
And college football recap too.
Yeah, we did some college football recap.
Wow, look at this back-to-back weeks college football.
College football's exciting, bro. I love it.
I mean, it's exciting, but it doesn't get me It doesn't get me going like
NFL Sunday. Yeah, but it's great to have football 2 days a week.
It's great to have football 4 days a week. If you think about it.
Yeah, Thursday and Monday night.
No,
and these these primetime games have been pretty good, dude. But they've been solid.
If Thursday's game is actually a good one,
yeah.
My weekend starts Thursdays and it's chalked until Monday night.
Yeah, watch David Mills come out and just be a baller.
Or watch Carolina watch they hand the ball off and Mark Andrews, David Johnson, and there's someone else.
Mark Ingram.
I said Mark Andrews. Mark Ingram, David Johnson, and then they just like 200 yards rushing each.
Yeah, maybe.
Or Brandon Cooks go for like 150 on receiving.
I'd say it's a DJ Moore game.
I think I'm not going to play a single game parlay. I think I'm going to.
Or we just not load up on the anytime touchdowns because we always fuck up with one. And it's always the best player. Like Mark Andrews fucks us last week. Devontae Adams this week. Maybe we should go with some sneaky link guy.
No, I tried that last night and I still fucked up.
Watch. We should just go with DJ Moore and just accept it, and it's gonna happen.
No, I think
I'll tell you this right now. Anytime touchdown Thursday night, Dan Arnold.
Who?
Exactly. Tight end for Carolina. He's played really, really well. He used to play in Arizona. Dan Arnold, anytime touchdown, book it.
I'm gonna go him, Robbie Anderson, and Mark Ingram.
All right, let's.
Remember how I already said I'm not gonna make a line, and I just made one.
Yeah, we're gonna make one. Let's end this. Get to NFL Week 2 picks. I mean NFL Week 3 picks. We'll do that next. Catch us on YouTube, Squeebs and Crew, TikTok, Squeebs and Crew. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we will see you guys next week. Peace.